Welcome back, folks, to another informative episode from Simply Awesome Planet. Have you ever been out in your garden, maybe after a fresh spring rain, and spotted a small shelled creature slowly making its way across a leaf? That's our good friend, the common garden snail. Seeing them inch along, with their long waving tentacles, you might wonder, what kind of animal is this, really? A lot of people see these tiny critters and immediately think they must be some kind of insect. They're small. They crawl around. They often show up in the same places we find beetles and ants. But I'm here to tell you, with absolute certainty, that a snail is definitely not an insect. Insects have a very specific body plan. Think of a ladybug. They have three main body parts: a head, a thorax, an abdomen. They also have 6 legs, and most have a pair of antennae. This 6-legged 3-part body is the classic calling card of the insect world. Now take a closer look at a snail. Does it have 6 legs? Nope. Does it have a separate head, thorax, abdomen? Not at all. Its body is one soft, continuous piece. The differences are huge once you know what to look for. Both snails and insects are invertebrates, meaning they don't have a backbone like we do. While they share being spineless, their evolutionary paths went in wildly different directions millions of years ago. So let's leave the world of 6-legged insects behind and get to know this amazing crawler. If a snail isn't an insect, then what is it? Get ready for a new word: mollusk. Snails belong to the phylum Mollusca, one of the largest animal phyla, over 85,000 species: clams, oysters, mussels, octopus, squid, and right there among them is our slow-moving friend, the garden snail. Gastropods, literally stomach foot. Gastro equals stomach and internal organs. Pod equals foot. Unlike us with separate legs and torso, a snail's body is a muscular foot housing its organs. Ancient, successful body plan. They've been around millions of years, conquered nearly every habitat, deepest ocean trenches, highest mountains, our gardens. Main difference versus insects: body structure and leg count. Mollusks, soft, unsegmented bodies. Insects, segmented bodies with a hard exoskeleton. Snail body is squishy, needs a shell. The swirling shell, vital armor, portable home, shield from birds, shield from rodents, safe shelter from the hot sun. Ultimate mobile home for a soft-bodied adventurer. Don't think legless bug. Think land cousin of an octopus. Think land cousin of a clam. Snail in your flower bed. More like a giant squid than an ant. How cool is that? Let's get up close and personal with the snail's body. It's a masterpiece of simple, effective design. The most obvious part is that single, large, muscular organ it glides on, called the foot. The snail's foot has a special gland that produces a slimy substance called mucus. It acts as a lubricant, reducing friction between the snail and rough surfaces like concrete, bark, dirt. The movement itself is amazing to watch. The snail moves by creating muscular waves. It's like it's doing a tiny, continuous wave with its own body. This method is so effective that a snail can crawl up vertical walls and even upside down. Now, let's look at the head. A snail's head is equipped with 2 pairs of tentacles. The upper, longer pair has eyes at the tips. A snail's vision can detect light, dark, movement. This helps find shade and spot predators. The lower, shorter pair are for smelling and feeling, constantly gathering information. Inside that soft body is everything it needs: a heart, respiratory system, digestive tract, and even a brain. One of the most fascinating parts is its mouth, which contains a structure called a radula. The radula is like a tiny tongue covered in thousands of microscopic teeth. It scrapes food like a built-in cheese grater. This entire package makes the snail perfectly equipped for its slow and steady life. Alright, here's the fact that just blows my mind every time I think about it. Are you ready for this? A snail can sleep for up to 3 years. Yes, you read that right. 3 entire years. This isn't just a long nap, it's an incredible survival strategy called estivation. It's like hibernation, but for hot, dry conditions instead of cold ones. Snails are very sensitive creatures. Their soft, moist bodies can dry out quickly. So, when the weather gets too hot and dry, or if there's a serious lack of food, first, the snail will find a safe, sheltered spot, like under a rock, buried in soil, or sealed onto a wall. Then, it retreats completely into its shell. It secretes a special dried layer of mucus over the opening. This hardened plug is called an epiphragm. It acts like a trap door. locking moisture in and keeping danger out. Once sealed inside, the snail's body goes into suspended animation. Its metabolism slows to an almost complete standstill. Its heart rate drops to just a few beats per minute. Its oxygen consumption becomes incredibly low. The snail conserves massive energy and water. It's not eating, it's not moving, it's just waiting. This lets it survive months or even years until conditions improve. When the long wait is over, the return of rain is the snail's alarm clock. The moisture softens the epiphragm. The snail pushes the plug open and slowly emerges, ready to eat and get back to its snail life. So the next time you see an empty-looking shell, it might just be in the middle of a very, very long nap. Just when you think snails couldn't get any more fascinating, they throw another curveball at us. Most species of land snails are hermaphrodites. It means that every single snail has both male and female reproductive organs. Having both sets of parts has major advantages, especially for a slow-moving creature. Being a hermaphrodite doubles your chances of successful reproduction. Any other snail you bump into is a potential mate. In most cases, they still need a partner. Two snails will meet up and exchange sperm. Each snail acts as both a male and a female during the encounter. After this exchange, both snails go their separate ways. Both will have the ability to lay a clutch of fertilized eggs. It's a 2-for-1 deal. They bury eggs just below the surface to keep them safe and from drying out. A few weeks later, tiny, fully formed snails with their own delicate shells will hatch. The fact that any two snails can create the next generation is a powerful reminder of nature's ingenuity. The slime trail serves as communication, telling other snails direction, stress levels, and mating readiness. A snail can lift 10 times its body weight vertically. That's like a human lifting a car. Their shell grows with them throughout life, each one a unique record of their journey. The snail is one of millions of species on our planet. Each has its own story of survival and wonder. This is why we created Simply Awesome Planet. Join our community for incredible facts, stunning visuals, and deep dives into amazing creatures. Let's keep exploring together and stay amazed by our Simply Awesome Planet. Like and subscribe for more incredible animal stories.